Okay. Welcome back. I notice I am still a little bit nervous doing this. So sometimes before I start, I just notice like I take a deep breath. Maybe it would be interesting to put that in once in a while just to show. I don't know. I thought that might be interesting. So maybe I'll do that today. The thing I wanted to talk about yesterday was I think this is it. He's dead. I wanted to talk about like commenting. I guess I thought about this note when people were watching, and I got a couple comments. So I got like 60 views on a video, and I got 2 comments, which makes a lot of sense. That the people who are watching my videos have social anxiety, so they don't want to comment. Like, I never comment on videos. I wanted to maybe encourage commenting. I know nobody's watching this one, probably, but I don't know, I wanted to make it like a safe place for people with social anxiety to comment, and make it so that like you don't have to worry about being afraid to comment or being judged, or you could say whatever you wanted as long as you're not like being hurtful or anything. I was thinking maybe I would have like a policy where no matter what you commented, as long as you weren't being like hateful or hurtful to anybody, I would respond like something like you're a good person, thanks for commenting, or no, that's not good. Your opinion matters, or it would be the same thing for every comment. Or I guess if I didn't really get that many comments, I could make it personal to what they're saying, but I would like to say, like, up front, like, if you're afraid of commenting, just know I'm definitely going to comment back and say, good for you for commenting, you're a good person, you're doing a good job. Somebody sent me a message on Reddit, and they were like, you did a really good job talking about your anxiety, and he said something like, I would never have enough courage to do what you did. And I kind of said this to him, but I didn't really explain it well. I wanted to say, like, the fact that you sent this message to me, it's the same impulse that I had when I started doing this or doing my voice memos, to try to get better, to put yourself out there, to be vulnerable, because to send somebody a message like that, it was really hard for him to do, I'm sure, because so I wanted to tell him, like, what you're doing, it's the same thing that it's the same impulse that I started with when I started my voice memos. So you can keep doing this, and maybe eventually you'll be able to do something like what I'm doing. I'm still not great at explaining it. I don't know why. I didn't explain it great to him when I commented back. So maybe commenting in my videos would be a thing that people could do to build up like an immunity to social anxiety. Like, that's what I did with with this, the YouTube thing, and with the voice memo thing, was like just building up an immunity and practicing talking so it doesn't seem as big of a deal. And yeah, I mean, I was feeling kind of self-conscious about the video I posted, because I was acting like I was better and like I was over my anxiety just because I went to one therapy appointment and like I was acting like I was cured already, which is just silly. And I felt kind of like people were gonna watch that video and be like, "Oh, look at this guy. He went to one therapy appointment and he thinks he knows how to solve all of our problems." Yeah, I don't think that, but I think most people with social anxiety would see what I'm doing and being like, yeah, how was he able to post videos on YouTube if he has social anxiety? And I wanted to explain that. It took 3 years of the voice memo thing. Oh. Ugh, how do I do this? Okay. What do I do with all these rupees? So I wanted to start talking a little bit more about the therapy, what I talked about this week, or the major thing I'm noticing is I mean, I'm embarrassed to talk about this, even though I did talk about it last time. The minute I get in there and I start talking about myself, I feel like I'm holding back tears. And I was going to show, I did it on Wednesday, so I kind of gave myself like a mini blister on my finger. You can't really see it anymore. Because I was pinching my finger to stop myself from crying. And it actually helps a lot. Maybe you can see, I don't know, mark on my finger. I pinched up here and down here. The funny thing about that is, like, it helps at first, but then if you do too much, it starts to hurt too much. So then your eyes start watering from the pain, and it's like, well now it's not helping anymore. So I got the key, and now I have to do something. There's a key block somewhere, but I don't remember where. Okay, that was really quiet. I have to move this closer. Okay. So yeah, I feel like we haven't really gotten deep into anything, and he doesn't really seem to get it, if that makes sense. He's giving me like advice, but I feel like he doesn't really understand yet where I'm coming from. I mean, it's only been two appointments, and I haven't really been able to open up at all because of the minute I start talking about myself, I start getting choked up, and then I'm afraid to talk about myself anymore, because then I'll start crying. I didn't cry this time, but my eyes were getting all watery, and so I guess that's progress, because the first time I did have to ask him for I need a minute to collect myself. have to do that this time, but I really want to address that because it feels like a major problem. And I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure he knows what he's doing, but I wonder why he hasn't asked me about that yet or tried to address it. Maybe he's just like, you know, let's just like ease into this. Let's not like, or maybe he doesn't want to make me feel self-conscious like right off the bat. Like, I'm expecting him to be like, I notice you're getting choked up here. Why is that, or something like that. But he hasn't mentioned it yet. I guess if I was a therapist, I would do the same thing. Like, well, I want him to be comfortable here, so let's not point out like, okay, this isn't where to go. There's another key block somewhere. So that makes sense. But I feel like I'm not going to get anywhere with this therapy until I address that. That's the main thing, because I can't get any deeper than just like, I can't talk for more than like 1 second. I mean, 1 sentence. So it's without getting, I have to stop myself because I know like if I talk any more than this, I'm going to start crying and I don't want to do that. So I'll just say 1 sentence and then I'll be like, okay, I think I said enough, and then he'll start talking. I don't have the key. Huh. Oh yeah, there's one over here. There must be. Yeah, okay. I noticed that it's interesting to talk to somebody who isn't really leading. I guess he is leading the conversation, but he leaves like it's almost like 1 sentence isn't enough for him. He wants me to talk more. So I'll say something and then I'll be like, I'll expect him to start talking, because that's usually what happens in real life. Is like, you're talking, when I talk to somebody, I'll say something and then I'll say like 1 sentence and then I'll pause and then the other person will start talking because they don't want it to be silent. But he doesn't mind like having it be silent for like a full minute before I think of anything to say. So that seems like he knows what he's doing there. That seems smart. But it's still really hard because my brain just doesn't work that way. My whole life, I just let the other person talk. I just say the minimum amount of what I have to say. And then the other person usually just picks it up. So it's been hard. And I mean, I do get, oops. I'm kind of frustrated sometimes because I'm like, well, I don't have anything to say. Can you just talk? But he doesn't, and I guess it seems like a smart thing, a good thing. Whoa, what's this? Huh. What the? Okay. What item did I just get? Bug shot. Then maybe the bomb? No. What? I did a little shimmy there. I guess we're supposed to use this on these guys? I don't know. Huh. try to have like a backup topic in the back of my head just in case something like this happens where I can't take my eyes off the screen really, or I don't really want to, but I can't think of anything. Oh, I started watching some horror movies because the past couple of years I like to do that. Just in October, I like to watch some spooky time movies. And that's fun. I look forward to that. It's like a weird, nice tradition to be like, oh, I haven't watched a horror movie in a while, so. I watched Gerald's Game on Netflix, and I like that. Does the sword work? I guess it's not as good as the... Okay. Yeah, I think everybody was saying kind of the same thing about that movie, which is just, it's good, but then the last 10 minutes are kind of terrible. My guess is that that's kind of like a direct translation from the book, the Stephen King book, but it just doesn't work well in this movie. It seems so out of place that at the end of the movie there's like a narration that like sums it up, and it's just, well, it's just I think this should have probably just ended with shoot. Yeah, spoilers. It's a good movie. You should watch it if you haven't. But you could probably just turn off the movie when at the end there's a car crash. Just turn it off after that, and you'll probably get. Okay, he's gonna shoot me. Oh no. Okay. Don't die. Man, this is tough. How am I supposed to? I guess I have to like do this and then back up once he stops like this, and then shoot. Yep. I got hit. Move. Oh, that was close. I think I get it. Okay. Do something like this. Whoa. I want to get like on an angle and then move over and then do. Yep. It's tough. Yeah. Man. Yeah, I do need to get closer, I think. Got him. Okay, good. This is intense. Stupid spider monster. I can't really get hit. I guess I can get hit. I'm just gonna take another hit. See if that's it. Yeah, there you go. My boss fight was like 10 minutes. I didn't want to go that long, but what are you gonna do? Okay. What did that get me? Just this? Oh, I need the nightmare key, I think. I haven't gotten that yet. Okay, but whatever. Um, okay. See you tomorrow.